inglés para hoy.
Okay.
I'm a kitty cat. And a dance, 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 and a dance, dance, dance.
Hablo español para hoy.
Okay, we are live.
Hello, Last and NB Badasses. Now I'm gonna get the YouTube watch link and share that to all the places, because yes, it is the first Social Justice Alchemy of the new year, and it's a Patreon show.
And the first one I was on anyway. I missed last week.
There was not a show last week.
Everyone missed last week.
Why you gotta be like that?
Because John Brockman was sick, and it's just and Isaiah was not going to be there either. Well, also Isaiah was not going to be there, and it's just so it's just me and Joey.
Right.
If I run a show, it's just
there's nothing wrong with that because that would be interesting still to watch.
So I decided you know what, let's skip it. Let's just I'm just going to start my stream early. It was too. And John Brockman is live on camera now.
Am I?
But
I
you
can't
wouldn't
see
have you wouldn't have my mouthy ass on there either. How you feeling, John?
I'm feeling better.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So
Still a little bit icky.
I need you to stick around for a while, so I keep.
Yeah, you kind of sound like you're still a little stuffy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to stick around so I can keep saying "shut up, John."
That's the purpose of this. Is your show, but you're the host of it as well too. And so let me. I'll just go with that. It's the Patreon show of Social Justice Alchemy. I'll make sure to post it into the Discord as well too. Yeah, now you're back to being cat. So how's everyone?
For some reason, I'm not showing up on my Zoom call. So as far as anybody watching it, so it's just you four.
Oh,
and no
okay.
Isaiah.
Okay. That is interesting. That is interesting that you do not show up in the Zoom call. I don't know how that happened, as were to. Oh, that's going to be very interesting for the audience. Trust us that John Brockman is there, and we'll just
every time I talk, it puts a little thing up top that says John.
Well, I can see him.
But no, the audience. No, the YouTube audience.
Because it's just OBS is just capturing my window, and if I can't see it, then they can't see it.
I care about the audience or some shit. I don't know.
Yes. Hello to the audience, including one of our patrons, Joe McClory.
Oh, hi, audience.
And Mithro, I did send an email to you for the
I didn't know
link
we
as
were
well
live.
too. Yes, we are live now. Yes.
We've been live for a while.
Before we get any further, I have an updated version of a song.
Okay.
Joey has heard this before. Okay. So this fits right in with your geek's name. Okay?
Okay.
Let me find, where the hell did it go? Here come old laptop, he come booting up slowly. He got broken touchpad, he need one more update. He got no space on this PC. One thing I can tell you, it's got no warranty. Where the hell is the last line? Where the hell did it go? Old Lenovo dies now. No warranty.
That was pretty good, Siobhan.
What's that? What's up, Isaiah?
Hey, Siobhan, I was saying that was pretty good, Siobhan.
Mithril and Edie. Hi, guys.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, one of my friends, Isaiah, is currently running for a congressional seat in Wisconsin, trans woman. And her name is Katrina DeVille, so of course I had to rewrite Katrina DeVille, Katrina, and I rewritten the entire song and gave it to her.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yeah, I'll sometimes make parody songs too. I don't know any current ones that I've done, but I would sometimes do that.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
The song, I used to belong to a very, very rough and tumble religion/atheist discussion forum years ago on Craigslist. And I have a lot of friends on there that are still on Facebook. I have some Christian friends from there that are my friends on Facebook as well. And I tell them, I think you're decent people in spite of your religion, not because of it. But anyway,
You're
so I took the entire lyrics of American Pie and rewrote it, including the people in there. That one took a little while.
the way you had initially said that sentence, it took me a second to parse what you meant. I first thought you were saying that your religion was an atheist Tumblr post. And
I mean, I'm a secular Celtic pagan. I have a religion. I'm a secular Celtic pagan. So
I was like, wait a minute, no, that doesn't make any sense.
There was one song that
right.
I one time wrote a so I took a song that I like it was an adult contemporary song, and I made a Christian song out of it.
Ew.
I mean, that's what Christian rock
Sorry,
is.
But
Yeah, it is.
This is when I was a Christian, so
retro me Satanas. Yeah, I was for 30 years. Then I grew up. So
I like to
anything new happen this week?
What's everyone been up to? How is everyone doing? Joe, Ely?
I've been okay. I've been allergy issues, but
Yeah.
I'm making it through.
I've been fine just watching this world burn down.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a thing or two to say about that later.
Oh my goodness.
I've been seeing posts about people saying that they want to unsubscribe to 2026.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Yeah.
But where the hell is the multiverse, and why am I not in a different timeline?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where even if it was fiction, the fact that her last name was good is a bit on the nose.
Right.
And it just,
One of my
It
one
was
of my
that
favorite
goddamn
takes-
ferret that went into the Hadron Collider and fucked everything up.
oh,
Right.
Buggy. Another one.
One of my favorite takes on the whole multiverse thing is where you're laying in your bed reading, and all of a sudden, poof, there's this poof, and Doctor Who appears with an exact duplicate of you, and they turn and look at the duplicate, say, if you don't screw up, you're going to end up like this, and then you disappear, and you're like, wait, what?
I feel like Trump's regime is like the Gish Gallop regime. So many things happen all the time that you can't respond to one of
Right.
them.
Mhm.
I did find a fairly good technique for doing that, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Trump is like, the first 4 years of terror were like, wake up and you go, now what the fuck did this motherfucker say?
Mhm.
But many people who have debated people like Shapiro and Charlie Twerk and whatever, say that the best thing to do in the case of a Gish Gallop is that's the whole purpose, is to give you 30 points. They're all they're all horseshit. So you pick the one that's the least credible and focus solely on that one. Don't worry about anything else. Just focus solely on that one. At least that gives you a starting point and some sort of coherence or cohesion to whatever it is you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Or a fire axe, either one.
Fire Axe might do it as well too. Yeah. And it's just like, and now we're also like, talking about Greenland again as well too. So it's just like,
I know,
Yeah.
right?
that?
We're gonna invade fucking Greenland now? Really?
I'm
Yeah,
actually.
and- I'll
Actually-
buy it. I'll
Actually-
buy it, which is like, it's so absurd. It's the equivalent of asking the United Kingdom to sell Canada,
Right.
basically.
Yeah.
we don't want to get house. There was talk about like making Canada the 51st state at one point, but it's just like, why?
One of my favorite takes on it is from there's a YouTube creator called Off Your Wagon. He's a great content creator. Very funny, very smart. And he's talking about Chris Murphy, one of the politicians that I like, a Democrat that I like. Oh my God. And he's talking about his accomplishments and whatever. And he says one of the times he ran and won, he said the Democrats need to learn from him because twice he beat long-term as far as incumbent Republicans for their seats. They had all the money and the party machine behind them, and he whipped them both soundly. One of which was Linda McMahon, the head of the Department of Education, the wife of Vince McMahon.
Oh, education.
He said, it reminds me of, how did he say it? It reminds me of Idiocracy. And then he said, I really miss when that movie was funny.
Yeah.
I miss when that movie wasn't aspirational.
Yeah.
Like
Blueprint.
like the idiots in charge can actually be convinced that things are good if you show them that things can be better.
Yes.
The Nazi meme. Are we the bad guy?
Yeah.
We the bodies.
Yeah, I'm convinced. I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know how to convince others of like this, that, or the other thing as well too. Because like that's kind of been like one of my like stated goals for like the last 7 years or so, like that. But like now I just get frustrated when I talk to liberals as well too, or like anyone else that's like will just say things I don't agree with, like there's always something to do at work, and it's just like, oh god, I'm not paid well enough to like always find something for myself to do. Please.
Speaking of people whose names start with Mick,
Mm-hmm.
like Murphy is well, that's Dropkick Murphys too, but McCormick on Facebook, McCormick's Irish Pub. Y'all need to go there. Y'all need to follow it. And y'all
It won't
need
be
to-
Irish.
Huh? What's that?
I said it won't be Irish. It'll be some fucking American playing it being an Irishman.
Oh no.
We call them
honey.
plastic paddies.
No, honey, this is an Irishman.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, he is very much anti-Trump, very much anti-MAGA. And he also, because that's not a guarantee, everything, right? So I got his page pointed out to me, and I started looking through, and he's very much pro-trans.
Okay.
And when MAGA found out, oh my God, so when MAGA found out that he's anti-MAGA, they started review bombing him.
Of course they would.
And then so all of us came in and started supporting him. I bought his T-shirt, one of his T-shirts.
I see.
It says fuck Trump, fuck something else, and fuck ICE.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. McCormick's Pub. It's in Richmond, Virginia. Okay. And so you got a lot of people who were doing the fake reviews and this is horrible and blah 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 and and they were racist to a customer and da. And everybody, like one of the bartenders who's on the page, who's African American, said, "You're full of shit." And so a lot of people who actually have been to the pub have been roasting the MAGA in the comments. And, oh my God, it's glorious! Y'all got to go check it out. Even if you don't have to buy a T-shirt if you can't afford it, don't want to, but at least go there, give him a follow, check him out, because he's and he comes in and makes comments, and he don't hold back either. Some woman named Sally tried giving him a fake review, and he said, "Fuck you, Sally." He said, "No, on second thought, I can't say fuck you because you look like you're way too old and washed up for me to even deal with anyway."
Damn! Shots fired.
So.
So I've actually so I have some good news in the job. I may be moving away from custodial work to do some office work.
Nice.
What kind of work?
I think it's filing, so like revenue filing.
I see, yeah.
And my mom, well, my deceased mom, she was an accountant for the Attorney General, so I guess my mom was a huge. I guess my mom was good into math because being an accountant for the Attorney General is nothing to do with that.
No.
Mm-hmm.
One of my friends just graduated with a bachelor's in accounting. She's doing really well, and she's a disabled woman that lives in a town of about 1,200 people. And just got one hell of a job, online job. So Good for her.
And I still have my I'm still holding on to my oh, I don't know if I showed you guys I got on this. I'll be right back. You guys can
Okay.
keep talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, speaking of like my job and so on, that it's not a raise, it's a pay increase or something like that. It's all because Seattle increases minimum wage from $20.76 an hour to $21.30 an hour, and so because
So you didn't
I
get
was
fired.
and also yes, I didn't get fired. I got my final written warning though, so it's just like it wasn't termination. It's all because like the person because I was showing something.
Yeah, this is my certificate in digital filmmaking and design.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
My
So I got-
ex has a master's in that, and I've had a lot of great conversations. We need to talk a lot about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Geek.
I
Go
got
ahead.
this back in 2021, so
Yeah. One of those like official like papers that's saying like, look, I achieved this like coursework as well too.
I went there and did
But once
this.
again, another autistic person who can't find a job in his degree.
That's a lot of people, honestly, not just
You know.
autistic people, but like yeah.
However, sometimes attention to detail, especially in a job like filing and accounting stuff, would help a good bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What were you saying, Geek?
Lot of organization and detail.
That's one of the things that I couldn't find before I freaking moved, which there was a lot of shit that I could not find before I moved. So I didn't move with it, as I didn't find all my certificates. I've got one from the National Honor Society, Who's Who in American Junior Colleges, President's Honor Roll,
Right
all
then.
kinds of things like that, and
Write
I
them and
couldn't
say, "Hey."
find them all.
I had a pack of giant weasels attack my house. I need a replacement.
Yeah, hopefully you can embrace that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just like the reason why, like my like, so basically, I guess like the reason why I kind of thought, oh, I guess I'm like safe now. But like no, that's only because like the HR guy didn't came until like Thursday as well too. And the reason why is like a final written warning, not termination in my case, for like being caught like on having YouTube up on my computer at work as well too, is because like the first infraction like fell off as well too. Maybe like, because it's been 6 months as well too. So
Walmart does that too for absences.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
drop off every 6 months.
Yeah. So like I don't know what that means. That like after like a year or so, like I can continue to get caught on like on YouTube as well too at work. But like
I would try not to if you can.
yeah,
Geeks like, when can I watch YouTube at work again?
yes, I'll do it on my phone if I have to as well too. And like I would just like wait for like the time when it's like I know for sure that like my manager, my supervisor, and my coworker left for the day. So like there's always that. I don't know, but it's
I'll
just,
be
like,
I'll be right back. Volume wise, my battery's about to die in my headset.
Yeah, that sort of thing. So is other than so and anything new happening to anyone else in their lives?
Nothing much for me.
Yeah.
I did complete the climate change course and was very rude about it. Was supposed to be a kind of business friendly course, you know, so you had to write nice things about businesses, and it was a climate change one, so I refused to.
Yeah.
Nothing
I
to
don't know
write.
that I could come up with anything positive.
No, I didn't
Yeah.
bother. I didn't bother. I just went, they're all scum. They're all destroying the planet, and they're all putting profits before the world. So fuck them.
Yes.
I agree.
And
Fuck
then
'em
got
all.
reported to the Prevent program for being a radical extremist.
I would just tell them, I just don't know what do you want me to say, because they don't do anything for the climate. So what do you want me to say? You want me to lie?
Isaiah, I knew exactly what they wanted me to say, and
Wait,
I wasn't.
No,
And I wasn't going to.
No, I was saying, do you want me to lie? Because I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No, I told her right at the start of the damn thing. I said I'm not gonna pamper them. I'm just gonna say exactly how I feel about it. It's too fucking important.
Although I took getting back to my school thing, I took an IQ test and they said that my IQ is a 92, even though I don't really agree with that.
Yeah. And remember with IQ tests, you can train to do better on them.
Right.
Yeah,
And
if you're a
IQ
good test taker, you test really well on them.
Right, like for example, like they said my math comprehension was a 76. Now I've never been the strongest in math, but a 76 is still pretty good, right?
Well, 100 is average on IQ tests. Psychometrics starts at 100. As far as average, it puts the average at 100. And so anything over you get, you're above average. Anything less that you get is below average.
But
So
completely-
100 is that's their median.
Okay.
But I mean, I think it still is heavily racialized as well.
It is.
the
Oh, yeah.
IQ
It's
test, if I
racialized.
remember
It's a
rightly.
bigoted system. It really is.
And,
Well,
and
yeah.
if you have any sort of neurodivergence, an IQ test is
Yep.
useless because
Yep.
it can show where you might have weaknesses,
Mhm.
but it doesn't mean that it's an intelligence weakness.
Yeah.
It shows that I have like working memory problems, but it doesn't show that I'm less intelligent than other people. It just shows sometimes I lose my focus.
They also say it's not supposed to move, but the freaking fact is that
It
the
does.
older you get, that your IQ you can test at different ages, different stages,
Right.
and get different results. And you're not
Absolutely.
supposed to be able to do that technically.
No,
When
I mean,
yeah.
Trump is in single figures by now, surely.
Yes. No, I did this MRI. I passed the
But
MRI
enough
test.
about
it
his
was-
dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
it's not. He's not in charge anymore.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
He ever was.
Somebody was saying that the other day he was in a meeting with corporate people, and he literally got up from the table and wandered
Well,
off into
yeah.
the window, mumbling something about Santa Claus.
Who, Trump?
Yeah,
I believe it.
like
Yeah.
this
I
guy,
have no
he's
problem
not
believe it.
like. Look at what all the cover-ups that they did for Reagan as he was in decline.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're doing that for Trump right now.
Except all Nancy was interested in was blowjobs. Miller's interested in genociding the population.
Yeah.
I was just told that. Yeah, I was just told. Well, you know, I don't know. I just it was just weird. IQ tests are weird.
Agreed. What you
No,
were
I
about
don't
to
put much stock in IQ tests,
No.
even though I've had a bunch when I was growing up.
say-
They
here,
kept
yeah.
testing my IQ because I'm Native American and I was in the gifted and talented program when I was little. And they used me as a test subject,
Oh,
essentially,
nice.
and kept testing my IQ and came up with all kinds of different figures and as I got older. Like almost like they were trying to refine their testing, not see what was going on with me.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, you were about to say something, Ely?
What was I about to say? Yeah. No, I was just about to say something about Steve Miller being in charge
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
of Trump, and something needs to happen to him because he's really dangerous.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
there's
that guy is living on military bases to stay away from the death threats that he keeps getting. Because apparently Stephen Miller is one of those people who is incredibly unpopular, even among his own political peers.
Who'd have thought
wonder
it?
Why he's so unpleasant.
He's evil.
Yeah.
He's
And
fearless.
I'm not even like a believer, but if there's anybody who like encompasses the worst traits of humanity, it's Stephen Miller.
I think Pete Hegseth is probably second because
You mean Keg's breath?
I
I think he's. I don't know.
Well, I think Pete Hegseth is like one of these like curse of Ham believers. Like he thinks like it's his duty to kill brown people because God told him.
My impression of Pete Hetzek is that he wants to be in like the action movies or be in those military movies as well too, and he believes that he is, and that like screw the rules, we'll get the bad guys, including like ordering like missiles towards like boats and something like that. So I think he's like riding on that high as well too. Oh, now like his results is definitely like terrible and evil as well too. So it's like, but like Miller's more dangerous because like he believes in like this white supremacist sort of thing as well too. Well, Pete Hetzek is just like along for the ride. Still dangerous though, but along for the ride.
When I worked in security, there were an awful lot of these. Oh yeah, I used to run with the SAS lot types, and they were usually the most incompetent idiots you could imagine. You know, they had no clue what they were doing at the job.
They're properly Punisher fans that don't get the Punisher character at all.
Well, it was kind of before that was a big thing, but yeah, they were Walter Mitty's basically.
Yes. Yeah. Shaban, you raise your hand.
No, I'm trying to fix my keyboard.
Okay. Well, ignore the hand then as well too.
I've already started slamming it on the desk.
They were what, Mithro? What did you say they were?
Walter Mitty's.
Walter Mitty. Okay. I just wondered, like, what's a Walter Mitty? I do like the book though.
Okay, so like we kind of like mentioned it or talking around it, but like who had like invading Venezuela on your bingo card for 2026? Because like.
There were definitely hints. I didn't think it would be a kidnapping of their leader as an invasion, but I did think we were going to ramp up to stealing their oil.
Yeah, that was like very telegraphed, honestly, a lot of times because of like how many boats we like saying, how much oil riggers we just saying, and that was just like, just wow, just oh god, it's just like, and that was like, okay, what's going to happen? How's this going to escalate? Because again, so far with all the other like military activities that like also happening in other places in the world, like one place in like Pakistan and like their neighboring country, I forget which, I think India or like in Bangladesh, that was really close, but like thankfully people just like stayed off, or like the powers that can the political interests of the major political interests that both sides said, hold on, please stop what you're doing, calm down, because we don't want the supply lines to be messed up as well too. I just don't know what's gonna happen next with
it sends a really dangerous message to every tin pot dictator around the world, because it's basically saying, if he's done it, so can you, and there will not be comeback.
I mean,
I hope somebody breaks into freaking DC and steals ours.
Yeah. No, come on. Nobody's gonna want him, Joey.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure China's looking at Taiwan like, you know.
Well, China so far has been the freaking adults in the room.
Yeah. I keep mentioning on other live streams that I'm on that I don't know how many people in Siobhan might know what a ghillie is, and I don't mean a ghillie suit. I mean an actual ghillie, right? He's a guide for rich men. He's a guide on the Scottish moors to hunting stags. A ghillie will take them, set up the rifle, so that they've got a very clean, long-distance shot on the stag that they're aiming for. There's an awful lot of ghillies in Scotland who fucking hate Trump. And that golf course of his is definitely overlooked.
Yes. Yes. And so, also, hello in the live chat. I know I'm highly intelligent when I was like younger in like AP, like special ed, due to like non-stop stimming. Luckily, I was able to start college at like 14. And now, hopefully, that was like a good experience for you, because like I can't imagine like no, I'm thinking high school probably terrible starting at 14 as well too. College is a different experience, which I never have as well too.
I graduated with a B in math, like my ending GPA in college was like a 3.2.
Nice. I could have like done better in like high school. I was just lazy. And like Lucidia, Goddess Lucidia says, "Welcome to the province of like Minnesota, home of 10,000 legs. Canada is taking Minnesota. It's settled, eh? Yeah. I mean, it's just like a bit, but like let's be fair. Minnesota is kind of mini Canada anyway.
I was
as
gonna
well,
say.
too.
The entire Midwest is kind of maybe not Illinois, but most of the Midwest is kind of culturally Canada.
Yeah. Wisconsin,
My
Michigan.
hometown.
Racist,
that I
but they
live in
pretend
is
they're
the
not.
heart of a good chunk of Canada.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. And that's that's a good point. Racist, but pretend to not be. Go ahead, Ely.
Can I get on my soapbox for one moment
Sure.
more about
Yeah.
Greenland? And that is to always remember to put the people of Greenland first in these discussions.
Yes.
Because it's just like, that's their country. And
Mhm.
I've just seen so much bullshit and like not listening to what's happening, and also sort of it's just things being really disgusting about Greenland. And I know that Denmark hasn't exactly treated the Greenlanders right, and it's like, just treat them with respect, please. I know I don't have to tell you, but I'm just saying it out loud because it really frustrates me.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Because
Just
they
like.
are Inuit, and
Yeah, Greenland is indigenous land.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
yeah, and it's just the amount.
Oh,
of
somebody
time
tell that to Trump. He won't want it anymore. I think he wants it because it's full of white people.
Yeah, and that's also why he asked Denmark to sell Greenland. He knows he knows they're indigenous, and that's why he's not asking, the United Kingdom to sell Canada. It's like he knows that it's indigenous land.
I also think I remember reading that there were large potential oil, gas, and mineral deposits there.
Yeah, there
That
is, but
Putin won.
you can't. And it would be great for the Greenlanders if you could trade with them and do some mining. Except for it would also sort of destroy the environment.
Yes.
But ultimately, it's up to the Greenlanders what they want to do,
Yep.
because it's their land. And
Yep. Mhm.
if they want to trade their minerals and get the funds to get independent from Denmark, then I think it's great. But it's just like, it has to happen with the respect for the Greenlanders as a people who are independent, and not
Yep.
we're coming in to take your country from you.
Yeah.
Did you know that the theory of plate tectonics was thought about first on a glacier in Greenland?
Did not
I
know
didn't
that.
know that.
Alfred Wegener, right?
Yep. Correct.
There's probably like just places on the planet that you can stand, and the tectonic movement seems obvious.
Well,
Yes.
Iceland is part of the Mid-Oceanic Ridge. In fact, the Mid-Oceanic Ridge is like this long undersea mountain chain that is caused by the creation of new new crust, new Earth crust.
Yep.
And Iceland sits on that. That's
Yep.
why there's so much volcanism on Iceland, because it's generally part of the
Isn't there a whole island in the area of
Sea.
New Zealand that is literally being born right now because of the
Well,
tectonic plate movements?
yeah, there's a
Like
couple.
it's like actually creating land, literally.
There was an island off Iceland that
Yeah.
was called
Yeah.
came up in Sourcey.
In the 60s, right?
Yep.
No, it was actually,
Oh.
wasn't it more recently?
I think
No,
it was
I-
the 60s, I want to say.
I think I'm pretty sure
And you can't
because
you
we
can't
got
visit
talking
it,
about it.
and you
Yeah.
can't go there because it's like under quarantine, so you can so we can study like the emergence of new like life forms there.
But didn't it disappear again?
No, no, it's still there.
Mhm.
It's a really interesting case because they're looking at how um, plants and such like establish themselves on new
Mhm.
land, you know. So
Yeah.
it's very cool.
There's always
Not literally, obviously, but
yeah, but there's always like that's kind of like study of like life in like extreme conditions as well too, and yep, you can surprisingly find life in extreme conditions as well too.
The term streamophiles.
Yeah, I think that's the term for them as well too. Like the tardigrade is one.
Tardigrades. They're
Yeah.
so cute.
Yes.
I'd like
I
to send.
swear, they're so little and
I'd like to
cute,
send
and they're
some
little
people to North
legs.
Sentinel Island. That's for sure.
Just like yeah, just leave people alone. Especially if they fire like arrows at you. That's like the signal's like no.
But
leave those
Jeeba
people alone.
said.
Oh, isn't that the Singhalese?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Singhalese,
Yep.
yeah.
Sentinel
Weren't they the people who unaligned that
There was one guy
stupid
that,
Christian
missionary?
boy.
Yeah.
that one guy.
I must spread Christianity to them.
People-
They're not buying what you're selling. Sorry,
You
just
know
like
how
it's-
dangerous
that's-
that's been like that like when people are like we're going to bring you Jesus, like that's inspired every genocide known to man, known to human.
Pretty much.
It also brings plagues.
yeah,
That too.
Yeah.
And diseased blankets.
yeah. We're being nice.
And
Yes.
oppression,
No, you know what you're
murder,
doing.
And genocide.
Wasn't
and-
there an incident? Wasn't there someone who had plague in the U.S.?
Someone who had
Oh,
what?
there is plague in the U.S. Like
Oh,
there's like plenty of documented cases of the plague in like not possums, squirrels.
And prairie dogs.
Hantavirus.
About 7 cases occur annually still, mostly in the western states.
Yeah, wasn't there like an outbreak of hantavirus back in like the 80s? That was caused by like the droppings of animals. But yeah, I had my hand up because I was actually like overhearing like something Stephen Miller said about the Middle East, and he was like saying we've been trying to bring them a parliamentary democracy, and I'm like,
They don't want it.
Dude. well, why? We don't even have a full democracy here in this country. Now you want to bring this shit somewhere else?
Yeah, the grandson of the Shah
Right.
called out for the US to invade and take Iran back,
Yeah.
so he could be ruler again.
I used to shoot pool with Iranian pilots when I was in boot camp in 1978, just before.
This is a story.
Yeah.
And they
Gas.
suck.
Yeah. It's like Jesus. Gas, you heathens, you need Jesus. And it's like, yeah, it's just like.
Yeah, and usually it's their form of Jesus too. It's not Jesus. Jesus. It's basically a
Standard white guy
corn
Jesus, yeah.
It's Republican Jesus.
Yeah, it's white
or-
Republican Jesus.
or corn fry Jesus. Big pickup trucks. Just-
Or like a shotgun toting NASCAR loving
Yeah.
Jesus from like
Truck
Conan
that
O'Brien.
There's
Jesus.
been more than one case documented by some people who reported it to the Clergy Project as well as others that like one particular pastor did a sermon on the Mount, blessed are the meek, blah blah blah. Right? And one of the parishioners came up afterwards, and was a Catholic priest, and asked him where he got all that stuff, that woke stuff from. Their word, woke stuff. And he said,
Yeah,
"Well,
my dad had it when he was a vicar. He had several times. He had members of his parish walk out saying, "I don't come to church to listen to this Marxist rubbish."
And
Came from the Bible.
he told the
Yeah.
parishioner, he said it was words of Jesus. I'm just repeating what it said in the Bible. Well, that
Yeah.
stuff doesn't work nowadays.
I would have been like, wait, don't come back, bitch.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
speaking of the elephant in the room,
Yes.
I was reading today and
Over the cat.
watching a report, and her last words were, would she say it?
Like, I ain't mad at you. or
I'm not
something?
afraid
not
of you,
mad at-
dude. Or
I'm not mad at
I'm
you.
not mad at you, dude. Okay. So first of all, he didn't kill her because he was in fear for his wife. He killed her because she wasn't afraid of him.
Yeah.
You also hear that he said that he called her a fucking bitch too at the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
After he shot her, and he shot her. I thought it was only once. Joni and I were talking just before the show. He shot her 3 times in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the ever popular and highly intelligent Crispy Gnome
Called
made
her a
comments
domestic.
about how he had been, she was trying to excuse it because I guess about a year ago he was reaching into somebody's window and got dragged for a ways. Okay, so first of all, still illegal, but just because something happened a year ago to that person doesn't excuse what happened this time. Number one.
She claimed he had PTSD, in which case he should not be on active duty anyway. So
Number 2, this is what outed him as far as who he was, because people tracked that down, and that's what outed him. And like I watched a little broadcast today by it was either Tom Powell Jr. or might have been Off Joe Wagon. I can't remember which one it was. Talking about the fact that there's nothing that the Trump administration can do to stop the DA, which they're about to, from bringing charges against this. They can't pardon him. They can't do anything legal because Trump don't give a fuck about law anyway. But and I have a feeling they'll just throw him under the bus. Oh well, he's not typical of what we want to have our ICE agents be. Whatever.
I kind of think
typical.
the opposite.
Yeah.
That the reason why they haven't thrown him under the bus so far is they are trying to cultivate worse atrocities
Well, that could be.
by supporting him so fervently and blatantly lying when there's a video that you can look at that clearly shows the opposite of what they are saying.
Yeah.
They are making sure that they know that all of those agents know they have cover. There is no consequence. Be as brutal as you can.
Yeah.
Do not believe what your eyes tell you. Believe what the party tells you.
Yep. Trump said pretty much the same thing. It reminds me of what Jon Stewart said quite a few years ago. It is time that the Republicans stop watching a cat get run over by a van and claiming that the cat committed suicide.
Yeah.
And that was years ago. So,
It's
you were
like
about
the Trump regime read 1984 and said that's a great playbook.
Yeah.
Well, there was an earlier playbook too, with the letters NK.
That reminds me, there was going to be like a cartoon version of Animal House coming out like soon as well too. But it's going to be a kids movie. It's just like the book Animal Farm, not Animal House.
Okay, I was wondering.
I was confused.
All different things there, Geek.
Yes, two different things. I'm sorry. Neurospiciness as well too.
Animal House is not for kids.
No.
Animal Farm's not for kids.
I mean,
Right.
neither was RoboCop or Mortal Kombat. That didn't stop them from
That's
doing
true.
cartoons of those.
Mortal Kombat the video game, yeah.
And also Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, no. Well, honestly, yeah, Saturday morning cartoons were there so that parents can have sex as well too.
No. I mean, there were Saturday morning cartoons of RoboCop
Yes,
and
it was.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes, it was. And Police Academy at one time.
There's been a cartoon movie out. I have it of Animal Farm.
Kid.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But there've
in
been
what, the 40s or 50s?
Yeah, but like that
Oh, wow.
was not like intended to be like a kids movie as well too. But this next Animal Farm movie that they're making is going to be a kids movie, and it's like
My problem with Animal Farm was the same problem that I had with Lord of the Flies. It's white people rubbish.
yeah. Fair.
That's not how the real world works. That's
Exactly.
just how some frantic imaginations have
It's
portrayed things.
Well, you know, it's not real if it doesn't affect white people, right?
it's also white public school fiction, so it has a different. The class thing is very important
Right.
in Lord of the Flies, because the general idea is working class kids wouldn't do this, but because they're posh British, you know, and mommy and daddy haven't been there for 300 years.
I do want to make one slight change to what you said. Due to the gender of the characters in Lord of the Flies.
Also,
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, it's what do you call it? There was people were like looking into instances where children got, in those similar situations.
Yep.
And the only time it played out like Lord of the Flies was when it was a bunch of charter school.
yeah,
A bunch of the rich kids, the
Yep.
affluent kids,
Yeah.
because they want to be in charge. And don't worry, to like those in chat who don't know what Animal House is, it was a movie from the 70s. Comedy, well loved, I should say. It's well respected, but
a lot
like,
of bad takes in it too.
I was gonna say,
yes, the sexual
Yeah.
politics of that is terrible. Honestly,
I actually
has
couldn't
not
stand
aged
Animal House.
well.
I did
And
not
Revenge
see
of
the
the
appeal
Nerds is
when
the
I
same
watched the
way.
movie.
oh yeah, same way. It's very misogynistic as well too. Yeah.
I haven't seen either.
You
but I
know,
still
it,
need-
you can if you want to, but it's just like the sexual politics is absolutely terrible as well too. Like Revenge of the Nerds, like
It's
sexual
very
politics-
rapey.
Oh yes, very rapey because
I mean, Animal House, sure, because it's a frat house. So
Yep.
I mean,
Well, I mean, Revenge of the Nerds is a frat story as well. It's just
yeah,
Exactly.
I mean,
It's just
I-
the
I-
70s and 80s, rape was okay.
yeah. I also think 16 Candles is
Mhm.
probably
Yep.
that too.
it's a lot of new
Breakfast
stuff.
Club.
and Porky's, which was the other one.
Oh,
Round
man,
about the
I
same
remember that
time.
one too. Jesus.
Yeah,
One of the big reveals at the end of Animal House was that the girl that he slept with was 13.
Yep,
oh jeez.
I remember that part of that movie.
oof.
Mhm.
Oh well, it must have been set in the south.
No, it's in the 70s where it's like,
But it's
Yeah.
okay if they're married.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, you can, no, like sexual rape is wrong, but you can marry like our 14-year-old girl as long as you do
You
it in
can't
church.
sign a contract. You can't drink a beer.
You can't get a job, but you can get married at 12.
Exactly.
It's very true, JJP. Like Animal House is a white boy cis hep movie. Exactly. Yes, frat house.
There was a law recently within the last couple of years, referendum that went through here in Michigan, where they changed the age, minimum age up to 18. Okay. Either 6 or 7 Republicans voted against it because
Yeah.
of course.
Are they on the Epstein files?
Has anything else come out recently about them, or has it all been sort of
I have a website
subsumed?
for y'all. I have a website for y'all. So
Because I think that like they did try to redact everything, but they messed up with redaction as well too. And the reason why they messed up with redaction that they blamed like Adobe for like something as well too. So they redacted, but in the worst way possible.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was that they let their Adobe Acrobat Reader subscription subside. Like that's what Doge did, literally.
Oh God.
They canceled their subscription to Adobe Acrobat Reader and they couldn't properly redact the files after that.
Why would you use Adobe for such a thing?
Because these people are fucking stupid, man.
Because a tech person at like a conference somewhere, they sweet talked them into like buying the subscription to Adobe, because that's how those government contracts always works.
Yeah, but that's not what Adobe's for, and it's just like
Yeah.
if you want something to be permanent, you save it as a PDF, such that you can't separate the layers.
Only
Yes,
the best,
Eli, you're right.
only the best, only the best of the brightest of the government. I mean,
No. It's the best and the brightest need to be in positions of power, because that's how the master race needs the
Oh.
military to kill the poor people. I don't. They can't just do it by
I
themselves.
wish the actual best and brightest were
Yeah, I was
actually
gonna say,
in charge.
when Trump talks about the deep state, that's what he means. Actual competent people at their jobs who are doing it because they enjoy their jobs.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And the problem he has with them is they want to do their jobs well as opposed to just doing what he says.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. When he's not like mumbling about like Santa Claus at the window as well too,
They're
or
also
like
usually
dancing.
well educated, which means they're not conservative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I remember a thing a while back, a meme I saw where someone was on Twitter, because I'm not calling it X.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
If someone was on Twitter and was talking about the fact that they were looking for, trying to remember how to put it, they were having problems trying to find support scientific papers, et cetera, for their anti-vax stance, and they couldn't figure out why.
Oh God. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a link here in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too long?
Oh, speaking of that,
Yeah, it actually is.
the British government is considering banning Twitter
Awesome.
because of the amount of misinformation.
Yeah.
And Nazis and robots.
I just gave a link in the chat for all of the Epstein files.
As you were saying,
And
Edie?
it's a searchable database.
Musk came out and said that Europe was the Third Reich, which is like,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
you look at where you live yourself.
Europe is the Third Reich.
Fourth Reich.
Fourth Reich.
Fourth Reich.
It's just
He's-
like,
It's so stupid, that man.
yeah.
I'm gonna be so happy when he dies.
Yeah, and apparently Grok is also like Twitter's AI is also doing like CP child pornography.
Yes.
And it's like
yeah. And that's why the UK wants to ban it.
fair enough, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's like a lot of things that are happening in like in the news and that sort of thing too. Like, yeah, the best and the bright is like need to be in peril. Damn, sorry, instructions were unclear. I like the super like inept like people instead. I mean, in Lucidia, some people would have voted for someone because like, hey, he looks like a person I can have a beer with. That's they work on some people that way. There's like,
Can he have a gallon of absinthe with me?
Yeah.
I do have one more thing to say about Renee. And this is not, it isn't from me and it is at the same time. I'm just relaying what I've been told. Okay. In regards to the hashtags, say her name and rest in power. Okay, rest in power has traditionally been used for marginalized communities, but especially for black men who've been slaughtered by the authorities. And that's what it is slaughter. Okay. Say her name is for black women.
Sure.
So while I understand that it may have good intentions, say her name, from what I've been told, should not be used for Renee Good. Okay. And here's the thing, Joey and I were talking about this earlier. Here's the thing, okay. We have centuries of control, command of the English language. Maybe we should stop stealing stuff from marginalized groups, because the reason that people want to use say her name isn't because, and I'm not saying that again that they're not trying to say that it's, they're not trying to say that it's good that she was, murdered or whatever.
Yeah.
What have
But
you
the
got?
reason they want to use it is because of the name recognition.
I know what
That's
that
it.
is.
Yeah.
Make up something.
Yeah.
You know, her name is, or I'm not mad, don't kill me, something.
I'll say this as a person of color, that kind of like, and this is just me, but that kind of like, that kind of stuff doesn't really bother me all that much, as long as, people understand where they're getting this stuff from, but that
Right.
doesn't affect.
The only thing that I have to say is that, and I won't add
shit
any more
bothers
because I'm
me.
not a person of
I
color.
can't even begin to tell you how much that shit bothers me.
Right. I'm not a
Appropriating
person of
other
color.
people's
Is
black
you're
and
not a
indigenous
woman.
people's stuff is like, you stole everything else. Leave it alone.
Like I told you earlier, it would be like if I said, "Oh well, here's Renee, so we're gonna take MMIW and add, anti-ice or something to it."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, it's for indigenous women, and like you said to me, because I didn't know, some people have added, what did you say, Q plus?
Yeah.
Onto it to include
2S
indigenous
and Q+.
femmes. Okay, yeah, to include indigenous femmes. But
And
I
Q
have
spirits.
no, authority to use that in that manner. I just don't.
Sure, I was just saying it.
Oh, I'm not criticizing. I'm just saying what I've been told.
No, yeah, that's true. I just think those little nitpicks cause us to be more divided than unified, because if you say, because what happens is you'll have like people who will like let's say
I'm not interested in unifying with white people. I'm not
that's fair.
interested. I'm interested in them unifying with me. There is a difference.
That's what
And-
we're trying to do by
and
taking your stuff.
I put it like,
Shut up, John.
I'm not interested in building a bridge if I don't like what's on the other end of it.
Yeah, that's another point as well too.
I also feel like I'm not mad at you, don't kill me is really powerful. Criticize.
Yeah, say her actual words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that was her last words. Well, I think she said something like, "I'm
Use
not
her
mad
last
at you,
words
you
as
don't
part
like
of the respect that you give her.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she should be disrespected. I'm not saying that
Yeah,
white people
nobody
should be
is.
disrespected.
Yeah, nobody is.
Mhm.
Even
I'm
the ones
saying
who-
that
even
they
the
need
ones who are
to
trying to do the
find
same
their own
thing.
self-respect enough to actually come over to our side instead of insisting that we find a way to once again assimilate to them.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just was wondering, were we becoming tribal again? But I don't know.
We have that.
I mean,
Okay, so I think
Tribal
that's
isn't
actually
bad.
genetic, to be honest.
Sometimes
I mean-
tribal isn't bad. It's
Yeah.
like,
I think it's, whether it's based on.
We're never
ethnicity
going to get
or
away
whether
from
it's
our
a rock
tribalness
club
because
or
it's
a
part of
church.
how we actually evolved.
Yeah.
We can find healthy ways to recognize our own tribalness.
I will say though, I didn't have a lot of good experiences growing up with black folks. So maybe that's just maybe it's my.
Yeah.
I can at very least see an argument for trying to bring in previous victims, connecting it to this, that it's not just bad because it happened to a white woman, that also they have been doing this for ever.
That I just Google searched and there's been like in 2025 there's been 32 people that were shot and killed by like ICE as well too. So it's just like
Yeah, and how many of them did you hear on the news? I heard pretty much none of them.
yeah. So like there's something about that as well
Well,
too.
what was the name of the one guy who just died on
Yeah,
New
like there was
Year's?
one like almost the same day.
Yeah. And his name was it Michael Porter or Kevin Porter? His last name was Porter. But they're literally right now trying to share his GoFundMe because Renee Good's GoFundMe, they had to shut it down after it reached $1.5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, the family's
While
just
his
like,
and her
GoFundMe,
family shut
he
it
left
down.
3 kids too. And his GoFundMe hasn't gotten anything. So
Yeah.
they're trying to share his GoFundMe. And of course, he's a black man.
Yeah. Heath
And
Porter
therefore,
was died.
he hasn't gotten his GoFundMe, nice and padded for his children. And he just got murdered by ICE too.
Keith Porter's his name.
I'm not saying that there aren't any like issues with whatever's going on. I don't know.
I think it's also a part of the mainstream media as well too. So it's like
Oh,
the-
absolutely.
yeah, that like the more stories about like the more like coverage of the white woman who got killed instead of the
Well,
black man.
what we're
I have a-
Siobhan
I
and
have
I
a-
were just discussing just these last couple of days, how much coverage that peace walk has gotten from the Tibetan monks, and how many freaking walks for justice, for peace, for indigenous rights, for treaty rights that they have skipped over that we haven't heard anything about. But there's people walking all over this nation for different things. And the indigenous people who are walking for this nation for different things aren't getting any freaking, press, while these guys from Tibet with their dog are getting huge amounts of support. And I'm not saying don't support them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they don't have a message that we shouldn't be listening to. I'm saying let's expand that and actually talk about the other people who are walking and what they're walking
Geek said,
for.
it's how it's phrased too, because I still have this picture. I still remember back during that time frame, there were two famous pictures that were put together side by side. Remember Katrina, okay? The one MAGA guy famously, at the time it was Tea Party, famously blamed Obama for. But anyway, so they have a picture. Two people, or three people, about waist deep water. Okay, and the first one, it's a picture of a man and a woman, and they're walking through the water. Second picture, it's of a young black man, white couple, and a young black man, and he's walking through the water. They're both carrying stuff. Okay, and the first one says their names. Okay, and that they the picture was taken while they were trying to find food in the aftermath of Katrina, and the second one said where he was looting the stores.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what do you call it? In the picture, he's carrying diapers.
Right.
It's not. That's still a thing that people need.
Yeah.
Huh.
I also, from my vantage point in Denmark, of course, with the whole Greenland thing going on, of course Trump is going to be the news. But Trump is in the news all the time for every little stupid thing
Oh yeah.
he says. And it's like, at some point we have to stop sort of listening to everything he says, because what's the use? He says something stupid every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's normalizing it.
Yeah.
That's the really scary part. He's normalizing this.
Couldn't
Like,
agree
it
more.
wasn't bad enough that they freaking normalized a C+ student with freaking baby Bush. Now we gotta normalize somebody who doesn't even make any sense anymore.
I'll also
They
say
made
it's
much to begin with.
yeah, agree. But also, like, at least with, like, George W. Bush, it's like, he's, like, says, like, Iraq has WMDs. He tries to, like, couch that as well, too. We all know it was bullshit, and many of us did at the time as well, too. Because there was many experts that, like, said, no, there's no way that, like, Iraq would have WMDs. What's your, like, evidence of that as well, too? So there was a little skepticism of that. But now it's just like, we want their oil. And it's just like, I really wish we don't normalize that, or that doesn't get normalized as well too, because like if it's like normal for a nuclear power like us to just like take whatever we want because we want it as well too, what's stopping like other nuclear powers that like have the military to like just take things as they want?
And since I haven't kicked liberals in a minute or two,
Yeah.
People have this rose-colored glasses idea of the Obama administration,
Yeah.
who increased ICE budget each year by billions of dollars.
Billions.
And not only did that, but also increased the laws, the restrictions in the laws for how you can legally protest.
You also
Making
did
it
more
narrower and
drugs.
narrower, like
yeah.
George Carlin said. You think you got rights in America? No, you don't. He said, if you think you have rights, go to Wikipedia, look it up, and type Japanese Americans 1942 and see how much you have rights. He said, you don't have rights in this country. What you have are a list of temporary privileges, and every year that list gets shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
And it's also like, all of this, like, taking Venezuela's oil is so counterproductive because it's going to cost a fortune to get it to be usable. in the first place,
He
and that's
doesn't care,
why
man.
it hasn't been exploited. Because if it had been easy, it would have been exploited
Mhm.
years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I don't
and
even like you.
yeah, yeah.
I
I
don't
think
like you.
it.
One
Oh,
of the
Chewbacca stuff.
positive things I think coming out of Venezuela, though, is they've got a lot of indigenous rebels that
Mhm.
are amassing now in Venezuela,
Yeah.
and they're being called.
Mhm.
And one of the things that you can't get past is that there is a significant amount of indigenous people
Yep.
in South America.
Oh yeah.
And
Treventino
go
or
ahead,
something.
piss them off. Find out what happens.
Yeah.
Because these are not your regular, like, they're military and go by all the military statistics and all of that shit. These are guerrillas.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yep.
I don't even like you.
Does Trump want to be the man who started the 21st century's Vietnam, which is what it could end up being?
Right.
I think he. I think he.
Well,
does
he didn't know what
because
Vietnam was like. He wasn't there.
True.
Well,
I
I
know,
think,
right?
Yeah.
I
Fucking
don't
President
think Michael's
Bonesford.
wrong. I think in a way it's kind of related to, what popped into my head was because he called avoiding STDs in the 80s his personal Vietnam. He's fucking America, and that's his Vietnam.
Yeah. Have you
And that
have you
would
guys
be
heard
hard
what Jesse
given
Ventura
he's a
said
sex
about him?
pest.
Yeah.
That Isaiah?
No, I was saying, did you guys hear what Jesse Ventura said about him?
Yes.
Oh, I just saw that the other day. What was it, though?
He was like, no, he's a rich white boy. I wasn't a rich white boy. I had to join. And he talked about how he was in the Philippines when Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law and stuff. So
You see
Hey,
Dave
well,
Bautista's commercial that's anti-Trump? Oh my God, he does not hold back anything.
I have a question. When I talk, do I sound right? Am I too loud?
No, you're good.
No, it's okay.
Fun.
Your volume's fine.
No,
Yeah.
no, I meant like my mannerisms. Like, do
Oh.
I stutter too much? Do
No,
I-
none at all.
The only ones I have any audio problems with, other than my regular audio processing issues, are Ely and Mithril, because they just, for some reason, their voices just seem softer to me, and it's a little harder for me to hear.
Yeah, but my voice is very soft in the first place. So.
And my mic is usually well away from my mouth, so.
Yeah. As,
You
well,
need to
I
get
can.
mouthy like me.
That's true. That's just true. It was that my mind went into a different the different and the thought process of mouthy, and I was just like, nope, not going to say that. The polite conversation. My mind's in the gutter.
Shut up, John.
Yes, very appropriate. And,
Anybody got any good thing happen to him this week?
Yes.
This week? No.
Go ahead, Isaiah.
No, okay. So in addition to the whole revenue thing, I'm still talking to this girl that I met a couple years ago. So, I don't think we want to have a relationship. She's, I think, made it clear that this is just a friend thing. But
you got a friend.
Yeah, I'm still talking to this girlfriend of mine. So
Good.
after several.
Sorry, I interrupt you as you said after several. Okay.
Interrupts. That's okay.
I'm sorry. Hey, I just remembered something. That's all. It's like, oh, my stepmom. I love my stepmom. She gives me food. She got that and just food that they shopped at Winco's or Costco as well too. 24-pack of spicy ramen that happen to have K-pop demon hunters on the packages. But this week she gave me a ham. She gave me a ham before, but it was a frozen ham. So I was like, oh, okay, I can chuck this in the freezer and have it later as well. No, this time it was a 10-pound ham with a bone in it, a spiral ham. And,
Excellent.
But there was also in the bag was a Subway sandwich. But basically, they went to Winco's and got a sub sandwich. I thought my dad was got a sandwich for me that I could eat a roast beef sandwich. It's a roast beef club
Are they
sandwich.
saying your cooking sucks or what?
Maybe. but like it's a roast beef club, so there's turkey in it. And I'm allergic to turkey, so I have to pick off the turkey. I'm just mildly allergic to it, and like eat that Subway. But it's like the 10-pound ham. But she also gave me a loaf of sliced bread with it. It's just like you're intending me to make ham sandwiches at work with this 10-pound ham. No, I'm not doing that. I'll use the sliced bread as toast.
You don't need to make sandwiches, just one big
Just
one.
go to work and cut off pieces.
Yeah.
Put it on the bread.
That's exactly what my stepson said. You got a knife? It's just like, no, I'm taking this home with me. This is a 10-pound ham. I gotta cook it as well, too. So I cooked it last night with, like, a honey glaze, and, like, there's plenty of ham left over, so we're gonna use that to make curry.
What about you?
I was
Matt?
going to say a marmalade is good on ham, but you've got no idea what I mean by marmalade, so forget it.
That's like an orange jelly or something like that.
Oh, not really, but yeah, close enough.
Jam and jelly only it's made with the
Not
rose.
really, but close enough.
I know
What about
Paddington
you,
loves
Matt?
it.
You got anything good this week?
I
Or
can't
this
think.
past month.
Nope.
Nope.
What do you
Okay.
call it? I don't have anything new from this week, but like a couple of days after the last one, I got a new tattoo here.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I can barely see it.
It's
Oh,
I see dice.
yes,
yep,
I see.
it's lightning bolt. It's going through these guys. There's 2 skeletons and a couple of burnt guys.
and a
And
bunch
it's
of
the
dice.
dice for lightning bolt.
Oh.
They all add up to 31, which is significant. It's the day of the month I was born.
Oh, okay.
But I was able to do that with 6s, and still get up to the number 31 with, I don't know how close I can get to
You can see it.
the middle 4 dice are 1, 3, 1, 2.
That's awesome, Joe.
Nice.
It did took me
Or the
Fuck, I
middle
want a
four,
new
rather.
tattoo so bad, but I can't afford one.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to get a tattoo, but I want to get one of the star map from the Pioneer plaque,
Oh, that's fun.
the Pulsar map. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought about getting the Pleiades.
Seven Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, EA?
Don't really have anything too positive at the moment. I guess everyone's alive and doing well. You know, my parents are good and the cat is good, and I actually managed to have conversations with my big brother this Christmas, so that's great.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Joey?
Let's see. I had recently a person come through and say that they liked my energy, which I think was a really cool way to put it when I took their order, which I thought was kind of interesting because I'm like, how do you go through a drive-through and you think that the person's energy is good?
They were white, weren't they?
No, actually, he was black.
Oh, wow.
I
I'm thinking
remember.
like white liberal yoga,
Yoga Mom.
I
There you
remember
go.
like 20 years ago, I had stayed up all night playing Dino Crisis because I had rented it. And so I went to work in the morning at Burger King, overly tired, and started like drinking like what was essentially a half and half mix of shake mix and coffee. And I think I had like 10 of them. So I was just sugar rush, caffeine high.
No
out of
sleep
my
till
mind.
Hammersmith, yeah.
And like 2 weeks later, turns out a secret shopper came through, and I was mentioned by name as being enthusiastic at work. And I looked at the day the secret shopper went through, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was just sugar and caffeine. That was.
Ah,
I had 2 friends when I was in the military that didn't drink alcohol, but or partake. So if they wanted to get a little buzzed or whatever, they would chug down like pretty rapidly a 6-pack of Mountain Dew. Shut
It'll
it
do
up,
it.
You know.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh damn.
Especially
like
if you
that.
don't drink it regularly.
I
was
was
watching,
on my tongue drum. In fact.
I watched Over the Hedge again,
Oh,
and that reminds me of that scene in Over the Hedge when they give Hammy the squirrel the can of soda, and he gets caffeine in his system, and all of a sudden the whole world stops spinning, and he starts moving through time. Like,
This is what I mean by a tongue drum.
Yes. And I know you're saying tongue drum as well too, but I think a tongue drum, and it's like, and people like look at that like the tongue drum and think, I want to lick it, and it's like
I thought it was tongue drum.
It is tongue. Tongue.
Okay, so then like, so why don't? So you should
The
lick
first
it then.
ad
Yeah,
I
because
saw
they're
was
little like
on-
cut out tongues, right?
The first ad I saw was on YouTube or something, and
Yeah,
what it was is they were literally pulling one out of the water because there's no electronics. All it is metal. You know, and then I got a good idea from one of the videos I was watching on it. This guy does like drum circles and whatever, but he puts a LED flashlight inside it so that the light comes up so he can play it at night too. Of course, he's good enough, he's been doing it long enough that he could do by memory, but still, yeah. So that was my Yule present to myself. I got a lot of stuff and organized in my house. It doesn't look like it, but that's why it doesn't look like it, because all the back half of the house is done, clean, organized, set up the way I want it, whatever. So I just need a blowtorch or, flamethrower or something to come through here and, clean all this out, and then it'll be cool. And my two little jerks are running around here somewhere. You saw the one.
I also got through all my boxes. I got them all broken down and
Where's your
flattened
niece?
out, and my son said he's gonna come and get them this next weekend. So
Where's your niece at, Siobhan?
Show that again, Isaiah. What were you showing? You were showing something just now.
What do you
I
mean?
think he's
That's
just working
something
on
in your
something.
I'm actually working on this model kit. It's for a fictional autistic airline called Spectrum. And I did
Nice.
the
Cool.
paint job. Yeah, thanks. I did the paint job.
Looks good.
I see the Stars Galaxy underneath, and like the rainbow colors as well.
Did you say my niece or what?
Whoa, cause like on Facebook you had some girl playing with a box.
Oh,
Oh,
the box
yeah.
goblin. Yeah,
the box
that's
yeah.
what I call her. The box goblin. She thinks she's a cat.
That's
Her
Delilah.
cousin. She's my cousin's grandbaby. Okay, he
Oh.
passed away a couple of months ago, and I watch her so that her mom doesn't have to pay all told,
Exorbitant
everything involved,
prices.
over $2,400 a month in childcare expenses.
Gotcha.
And then also because he was getting two of his teeth out, her a little bit older cousin, she's 2.5, he's 8, he's gonna be 9 soon. Came over, he's a great kid, and they were playing, and he decided he was gonna play in a box too. And so I sent a picture to his mom. She goes, "Yeah, that's him." He's sitting in a box, driving a car like this. Nothing in his hands, but he's driving a car.
Oh yeah.
Very sweet kid, very sweet kid.
Yeah, his name's Eugene, and it cracked me up because I think of my cousin Eugene. I have two different cousins Eugene. One cousin on my mom's side, his name is Eugene, and another cousin on my dad's side whose name is Eugene. And it reminded me of them because there's like a saying in, look, I don't know if it's among other indigenous tribes, but I know the Lakota say it. Everybody's got a cousin Eugene.
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
it.
Joey, your people have a very unique culture. I should study it more because, yeah, it's interesting.
Well, you can ask Joey questions about Lakota culture on their Patreon, and they'll answer it. And
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
on your Patreon that you need to write on.
Yes.
Yeah,
I need
well,
questions so I can
okay,
write
so
on my Patreon.
the equivalent would be the generic American culture. The equivalent would be having a kid named Neve, which is heaven spelled backwards.
Mm-hmm.
How many kids I live in a rural area. How many kids do that? Okay. That one, or like Darryl Brand, one of my favorite comedians ever. Started out life as a physicist and then went to become a comedian. And he said he was talking about a psychic or something. Sylvia, was it Sylvia Brown? I think was her name. And he said, so she's doing this thing, and where she's holding her ear like she's communing with the spirits or something, and she's talking to the audience, and it was in Ireland, in Ballyclea, and she's talking to them, and she says, "Is there someone in the audience named Mary?" And he goes, "Mary, in Ireland."
And are there any Patricks?
Right, any Murphys?
Any O'Briens in Ireland? That's where Potato O'Brien comes from, right?
Yeah, I can't even think of another female name that's as popular as Mary would be. And
Well, there's Colleen, and there's Deidre and Saoirse and a few others, but spell Saoirse, not you, Metro.
I'm dyslexic. I can't spell like anything as well too. I'm just always going to mess it up.
Saiorse.
One of my favorite jokes about spelling is whenever anyone asks me how to spell something I don't know how to spell, and they phrase it, "How do you spell?" It's like, probably incorrectly.
Well, like I like to say, so the Irish gods got together one night and they were having a party and everybody got wasted. So they decided to give mankind language, and especially the Irish because they're favorites. So they're trying to figure out what to do, and Dagda goes, "You know what? Let's do this." So they get a big bowl and they put 2 bags of Scrabble letters in the bowl and mix them all up, and then you just start pulling letters out at random. And that's how you spell in Gaeilge. But he was too drunk to be able to pronounce it, so they gave the pronunciation to Maeve, who was drunk, although not quite as drunk. Okay, and so that's why you have the pronunciation in Gaeilge that you do. Some of the words, especially to an American ear, raised up American ear, you look at it and you're like, what?
I've also heard a similar kind of jokey origin story, and that what do you call it? The languages, or the written languages translated from somebody trying their best to keep up with the triple voice of Briet.
Well, between Irish Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic,
Right.
Breton as well, and the Welsh.
Welsh, yeah, exactly.
The UK, I mean, I know Breton isn't a part of the UK, but yeah, between that, those 4 little countries did a hell of a job on any sort of language, really.
And much as I'm more familiar, obviously, I know like 1 or 2 words in the other. Much as I'm more familiar with Gaeilge, I look at Welsh and I'm like,
Yeah.
is it upside down? What?
It's a minefield. It really is.
Fun,
It's amazing how different those languages are, given there had to be a lot of cultural influence on each other.
Yeah.
Look how many people are, even over there, look how many people are Irish English or Irish Welsh or all 3 or whatever, some variation thereof.
Yep.
¿Qué hora es?
What?
Hora es tardes?
Darkness imprison me, all that I see. Absolutely not. No, I'm just like singing like one in my head now. Because like whenever someone just like says a word, sometimes I immediately think of the song immediately. Pressure, and then Under Pressure by Queen plays. Um,
I just thought of Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
mhm. Hello, have I told you that I'm neurospicy? I just told you I'm neurospicy right then and there as well too.
I'm so neurospicy, it might as well be meat mita instead of jalapenos. Meat mita is an African pepper spice, Ethiopian, that I absolutely love. It's 40 times hotter than a jalapeno. And it's
Interesting.
That sounds too much hotter than a jalapeno.
well, I mean, it's not like the Carolina Reaper. Some of my friends at work, when I was working at Walmart, went through the Carolina Reaper challenge. You ought to do that. No, I'm not eating lava. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
I want flavor in with like the spice and
If
all.
it didn't have the heat, I would use meat mita in everything. It's cut or diluted. It's cut with onion powder, garlic powder, powdered ginger, and cinnamon. The cinnamon without sugar is kind of a bitter spice.
Yeah.
It's made from the African bird's eye pepper. And it's 40 times hotter than that cut. Can you imagine if you just, here's a spoonful of African bird's eye pepper? No. Shoot me.
Yeah, that's the
quicker and less painful.
I think that's the plant's defense mechanism to prevent you to not eat the plant as well too. Other plants have the effect of making you high.
I'm gonna head out. I have a couple guildies waiting for me in Diablo 4.
Oh yes.
Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, Lord of Hatred, Badass. I have a level 216 Paragon. Game max is 300.
And too much spare time.
Runs around and kills everything.
I gotta do laundry later.
But I'm gonna head out. I changed some of my stuff. The House of Connor, that's where all my rest of the crap is, and I'll be working the next couple of days on that. My page on Facebook, as Joey knows, Joey was part of the inspiration for it, so I want to thank you for it. It's called The Politics of the Turtle.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I
And
know
that's my
that.
show
That.
concept thing. Yeah, you've seen it. Okay, so I'm not going to go into it because I could go into it way too much detail. But basically, if you're not a jerk, I can work with you. Okay?
Yes.
I don't care what your party is or whatever, but you have to be not a jerk. And includes most MAGA and but too many Democrats/liberals. But there's a lot of people who I can still work with. And stickers, t-shirts, blah, 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 whatever. And the last thing is spelled almost the same way. Katrina DeVille. I did actually rewrite that whole song. Is running for a seat in Wisconsin. She's a trans woman. She's already been around and started hitting the rounds. And of course, now that she's doing this publicly, she's
Whereabouts?
put more of a target on her. Huh?
Whereabouts?
I think the 6th district. She said it's in Wisconsin. If you look on my Facebook page, okay, you'll see her name and where she's running and whatever. Okay, her and my politics. I was friends with her before she even started to run, and her and my politics are like 97% exact. Okay, and that little 3% doesn't really matter. And I would, if she was here, I'd vote for her. It's just that simple. Same for Chris Murphy. I am voting for Mallory McMorrow, and AOC can kiss my big Irish ass.
What did AOC do? What did she do?
Very briefly, equated, and I understand partially where she's coming from, equated support for Hamas as being anti-Semitic, but the problem is Hamas has been around for 40 years. Actually, 47 years? 48 years, excuse me. Okay. Israel was doing all their solar bullshit and all that stuff for 40 years prior to that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of ironic to me, much as I am a Sinn Féin supporter, it's kind of ironic to me that a lot of people the world over, but especially in Merca, love to support Sinn Féin. But, if it's a brown group of people, we can't
well, I mean, it's a race thing, obviously. I mean, it's kind of the same.
He was the most hated man in America. Yes, and I am fading fast. I need to go back to bed. Oh, darn it. Okay. Well, for Joey and Joe and Mithril and Isaiah and Ely, goodbye, everybody.